Imagine a tantalizing aroma wafting through the air, a mingling of fragrant herbs, spicy chili, and the mouth-watering sizzle of fresh ingredients on a hot grill. Welcome to Vietnam, a country where the street food culture is as vibrant and diverse as its landscape. The bustling streets are filled with vendors hawking their specialties, each dish a testament to Vietnam's rich culinary tradition. From the sizzling woks of Saigon to the steaming noodle pots of Hanoi, street food is the lifeblood of Vietnamese culture, the perfect blend of history, tradition, and innovation. Street food in Vietnam is more than just a quick bite, it's a gastronomic journey. Each dish tells a story, of regions, of traditions, of generations. It's a symphony of flavors that dance on your palate, a showcase of the country's rich biodiversity. The Vietnamese believe in a balance of flavors, sweet, sour, spicy, and bitter, each dish a delicate balancing act that excites your taste buds. The Vietnamese don't just eat their food, they celebrate it. Meals are often communal, shared with family, friends, and sometimes even strangers. Street food stalls are not just places to eat, but spaces for social interaction, where stories are shared, friendships are forged, and bonds are strengthened. In this vibrant foodscape, you will find a myriad of dishes, from the humble pho, a hearty noodle soup that's a breakfast staple, to the banh mi, a fusion of Vietnamese and French flavors served in a crispy baguette. There's the bun cha, a grilled pork and noodle dish that's a Hanoi specialty, and the chai, a sweet dessert soup that's a perfect end to any meal. And let's not forget the cay phi trung, a unique egg coffee that's a must-try for any coffee lover. Each of these dishes is a culinary adventure, a chance to taste the soul of Vietnam, one bite at a time. So strap on your foodie boots because we're about to take you on a gastronomic journey through the culinary backstreets of Vietnam. Get ready to explore the culinary backstreets of Vietnam, where every corner unfolds a new flavor. First on our list, the iconic pho, a symphony of flavors in a bowl. Pho, pronounced pho, is the heart and soul of Vietnamese cuisine, a dish that encapsulates the essence of the country's rich culinary tradition. It starts with a clear, aromatic broth, painstakingly simmered for hours, sometimes even overnight. The base is often beef or chicken bones, charred onions and ginger, combined with a bouquet of spices like star anise, cinnamon, and cloves, which infuse the broth with a depth of flavor that's both subtle and complex. Then comes the rice noodles, silky and tender, providing a comforting, starchy base. The crowning glory of the dish is the meat, typically thinly sliced beef or chicken, which cooks gently in the hot broth, retaining its tender juiciness. Lastly, a handful of fresh herbs like cilantro and green onions are sprinkled on top, adding a burst of freshness to the dish. But pho isn't just about the ingredients. It's about the harmony they create together. Each spoonful is a dance of textures and flavors, the richness of the broth, the softness of the noodles, the succulence of the meat, and the freshness of the herbs. It's a dish that's at once hearty and refreshing, warming you from the inside out. Pho's popularity extends far beyond the borders of Vietnam. Across the globe, in cities big and small, you'll find Vietnamese restaurants serving up this beloved noodle soup. And it's not just a meal, it's a cultural experience, a taste of Vietnam's history, its people, and its vibrant street food scene. But to truly appreciate pho, you need to taste it in its birthplace. On the bustling streets of Hanoi or the narrow alleys of Ho Chi Minh City, amidst the chatter of locals and the hum of motorbikes, it's there, seated on a plastic stool with a steaming bowl of pho in front of you, that you'll truly understand why this dish is so cherished. No matter where you go in Vietnam, a steaming bowl of pho is never too far away. Next up is banh mi, a testament to the perfect marriage of Vietnamese and French cuisines. Now, let's dive into the world of this iconic sandwich. Born from the fusion of East and West, it's a symphony of flavors and textures that simply explodes in your mouth. Let's start with the bread, the heart of every banh mi. It's a delicate French baguette, but with a Vietnamese twist. The crust is thin and crispy, giving that satisfying crunch with every bite. Inside, it's light and airy, a perfect sponge for the medley of ingredients it holds. And oh, the fillings. Imagine layers of succulent meats, from grilled pork and chicken to liver pâté and even tofu for our vegetarian friends. Each meat variant brings its own flavor profile, making every banh mi unique. But the magic doesn't stop there. Fresh cucumber slices, tangy pickled carrots and daikon, a handful of cilantro and fiery jalapenos join the party, creating a play of textures and flavors that's nothing short of spectacular. Now let's not forget the sauces. A good banh mi is never stingy with them. Maggi seasoning sauce, a touch of mayonnaise, and sometimes a homemade special sauce all seep into the bread, marrying the ingredients together into a harmonious whole. Making banh mi is an art in itself. You'll find vendors on street corners meticulously assembling these sandwiches with precision and care, their hands dancing from one ingredient to the next. It's a sight to behold and a testament to the love and dedication that goes into preparing each banh mi. There's a banh mi for every palate. Whether you're a fan of spicy, sweet, tangy, or savory, there's a combination that's sure to hit the spot. From the classic grilled pork banh mi to the innovative ice cream banh mi, the possibilities are endless. Banh mi, a sandwich that packs a punch, and a must-try for every foodie. Whether you're exploring the bustling streets of Hanoi or the vibrant markets of Ho Chi Minh City, make sure to savor the crunch of a banh mi. It's not just a sandwich, it's an experience. Moving on to bun cha, a dish that is sure to spice up your palate. Meet bun cha, a Vietnamese delicacy that's a symphony of flavors, a dance between sweet, sour, and spicy, all in one bowl. A quintessential Hanoi dish, bun cha is a melody of grilled pork patties, fresh herbs, and a tangy fish sauce, all nestled on a bed of soft rice noodles. Imagine this: juicy, smoky pork patties, seasoned with garlic, shallots, black pepper, and fish sauce, then grilled over a charcoal fire until they're perfectly charred. The smoky aroma of the grilled pork, combined with the pungent scent of the fish sauce, is enough to make anyone's mouth water in anticipation. But wait, that's not all. Bun cha is also about the herbs. Fresh mint, basil, and coriander leaves are generously sprinkled on top. They not only add a refreshing contrast to the grilled pork, but also bring a burst of fragrant aroma to the dish. Now let's talk about the sauce. It's a perfect blend of fish sauce, vinegar, sugar, and water, with a smattering of thinly sliced pickled green papaya and carrot. The result is a sauce that's tangy, sweet, and spicy all at once. Bun cha is traditionally served with a side of crispy spring rolls, or nem ran. The crunchiness of the spring rolls complements the softness of the noodles, creating a delightful contrast of textures. So where does bun cha come from? Its origins can be traced back to the bustling streets of Hanoi, where it's been a popular lunchtime meal for decades. The dish has since gained worldwide recognition, thanks to its unique combination of flavors and textures. Yet, despite its global popularity, bun cha remains a humble street food dish at its heart. It's a testament to the magic that can happen when simple ingredients come together in a perfect harmony of flavors. Bun cha, a dish that promises an explosion of flavors with every bite. Now, let's sweeten things up with chai, a traditional Vietnamese dessert. A delightful treat to round off your street food journey, chai is a dessert like no other. Its charm lies in its simplicity and the play of textures that dance on your palate. Chai is a general term for any traditional Vietnamese sweet beverage, dessert, soup, or pudding. The ingredients vary, but most chai have a common base of sugar and coconut milk, giving it its characteristic sweetness. Adding to this are a variety of ingredients that range from mung beans, black-eyed peas, and kidney beans to tapioca, jelly, fruit, and even tubers like sweet potato or taro. It's a veritable rainbow of flavors and textures, each mouthful a delightful surprise. The process of making chai is almost as enjoyable as eating it. It begins with the careful selection of fresh, high-quality ingredients. Next, the beans or tapioca are cooked slowly until they are just the right consistency. The coconut milk is then added, followed by sugar, and the mixture is simmered until it thickens into a smooth, creamy dessert soup. But what's fascinating about chai is its regional variations. In the north, you'll find chai with fruits like banana or mango. In the central regions, you might encounter chai made with lotus seeds, while in the south, chai often features tropical fruits like jackfruit or durian. It's a culinary exploration of Vietnam's diverse landscapes, all in a single bowl. Chai is more than just a dessert, it's a celebration of Vietnamese culture. It's a testament to the Vietnamese love for balance and harmony, bringing together different ingredients and flavors into a cohesive, delicious whole. The sweetness of chai not only satisfies your sugar cravings, but also offers a comforting, homely feeling, making it a perfect ending to your street food adventure. So if you find yourself wandering the vibrant streets of Vietnam, don't forget to pause at a street stall and lose yourself in a bowl of chai. You'll be rewarded with a taste that's as diverse and vibrant as Vietnam itself. Chai, a sweet ending to any Vietnamese street food adventure. Lastly, but certainly not least, Ca Phi Trung, a unique Vietnamese coffee experience. Imagine the robustness of a freshly brewed Vietnamese coffee, the kind that fills the air with an irresistible aroma, that makes your heart race a little, and your taste buds yearn for just a sip. Now imagine that coffee whisked to frothy perfection with egg yolks, sugar, and condensed milk. This, my friends, is Ca Phi Trung, a delightful coffee concoction that is as unique as it is delicious. Ca Phi Trung, or egg coffee, is a Hanoi specialty that has been charming locals and travelers alike for decades. The process of making it is as fascinating as the taste itself. The coffee is brewed using a small metal drip filter known as a fin. The egg yolks are then whisked with sugar and condensed milk until they form a creamy, custard-like mixture. This heavenly froth is then layered on top of the coffee, creating a drink that is as pleasing to the eye as it is to the palate. The taste of Ca Phi Trung is an adventure in itself. The first sip might make you think of a creamy dessert, the sweetness of the egg cream perfectly balancing the bitterness of the coffee. But as you delve deeper, you start to appreciate the layers of flavor, the robustness of the coffee, the richness of the egg yolk, the sweetness of the sugar, and the creaminess of the condensed milk, all coming together to create a symphony of tastes that is hard to forget. In recent years, Ca Phi Trung has started to gain popularity among coffee lovers worldwide. It's not just a drink, it's a tradition, a piece of Vietnam's rich culinary heritage that is now being shared with the world. Whether you're a coffee connoisseur or just someone who enjoys trying new things, Ca Phi Trung is an experience you wouldn't want to miss. Ca Phi Trung, a creamy delight that is sure to awaken your senses. Today, we took a culinary journey through the streets of Vietnam. In the past quarter of an hour, we've tasted our way through the bustling alleys and vibrant markets of Vietnam, one tantalizing street food at a time. The beauty of Vietnamese food lies not only in the freshness of the ingredients but also in the balance of flavors. And nowhere is this more apparent than in the street food we've discovered. We began our adventure with the savor of pho. This aromatic broth-based noodle soup is the heartbeat of Vietnamese street food, brimming with the freshness of herbs, the heat of chili, and the comforting umami of beef or chicken. It's a symphony of flavors in a bowl, and to miss it would be to miss a quintessential part of Vietnamese cuisine. Next, we crunched into the banh mi, Vietnam's globally renowned sandwich. It's a harmonious collision of cultures, with its French-inspired baguette cradling the very Vietnamese fillings of pickled vegetables, pâté, and a variety of meats. Each bite of this sandwich is a burst of textures and flavors, making it a must-try when you're navigating the food stalls of Vietnam. Our taste buds then tingled with the spice of bun cha. These grilled pork patties served with vermicelli noodles and a tangy fish sauce create a dish that's both hearty and refreshing. The smokiness of the grilled meat, balanced with the lightness of the noodles and the zing of the sauce, encapsulates the spirit of Vietnamese street food. Then, we indulged in the sweetness of chè, a versatile dessert that comes in countless variations, whether it's a warm, ginger-infused soup with yam and sticky rice, or a cold, layered dessert with jelly beans and coconut milk. Chè is a sweet treat that caters to a range of palates. And finally, we savored the unique taste of Ca Phi Trung, or egg coffee. This Hanoi specialty is a creamy, rich concoction that defies expectations. The frothy egg yolk topping, whipped with condensed milk, sits atop robust Vietnamese coffee, creating a dessert-like beverage that's both surprising and delightful. These dishes are more than just food. They're a reflection of Vietnam's history, culture, and people. They embody the Vietnamese philosophy of balance, of yin and yang, where contrasting elements come together to create a harmonious whole. They're an essential part of the Vietnamese experience, and to truly understand this vibrant country, one must taste its street food. So, next time you find yourself in Vietnam, remember, the best way to explore is with your taste buds.